What is up guys, JpCharisma speaking, and today I'm going to show you guys how to install Z1 velocity stacks on your Z1 intakes. Alright guys, this is everything that comes with the velocity stacks. As you can see, we have the air filters right there, the velocity stacks themselves, and this piece that connects the silicone tube to the velocity stack itself. If I turn this around, as you can see, there are 4 little screw holes right there on the adapter, and then 4 screws on the velocity stack itself. These are just hose clamps, as you can see, that just attach the adapter and the silicone tube. It just, keeps it on there nice and firm. So I'm just gonna go ahead and after this show you guys how to actually install the thing. Alright guys, so before we get into actually installing it, I just want to say the first thing that you need done before you can actually install these velocity stack filters onto your vehicle. So the first thing is you need your crash bar to be cut and welded like this, so that way you can fit the velocity stacks on your car, because the stock one, without having this cut here, you wouldn't be able to fit them on your car and you wouldn't be able to install them. So my friend Josh did this. He did an amazing job. He cut everything. This is hollow, so he capped it off so that way it's like nice and seamless and I don't cut myself on the edges or anything like that. So I'll put his link in the description below. Now for actually installing the velocity stacks. So you want to go ahead and grab your filter and then grab the velocity stack. You're going to need a 10mm socket and wrench. So first you're just gonna place it in there like so. I'm putting mine pretty much as parallel and even as possible with this like metal line right here that's on the filter. And then you want to get your 10mm wrench and socket, and you're gonna want to just loosen all these bolts. You want to put the washer, I guess you just want to stack the washer that it comes with and then the other washer, because it seems that the smaller washer does not fit over that hole. So you want to put both washers over the adapter piece like this. As you can see, there's the adapter piece that will have your silicone tube connect to onto this. So it's going to be filter, velocity stack, adapter piece, and then the silicone tube. Here is the regular Z1 filter. Okay, I'm gonna hold this here. And here's the velocity stack Z1 filter. Huge difference. A lot more airflow. Alright, so now that I finally finished putting the velocity stacks together, as you can see, I did the passenger and driver side, put these on together. I put the other one on off camera, but now I'm going to show you pretty much just me bolting up my crash bar and then attaching the velocity stacks to the actual intakes. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's that little line right there. That means that the bash bar can move horizontally. So I mean, it can move like side to side, so it can like slide this way and it can slide that way. So I kind of just loosened all the bolts on all 8 holes, so that way I can get this side to be pretty much evened up just like that side. Alright, so now we're at the final step. We're going to be installing these velocity stacks. So what you want to do is put this hose clamp on there like this. Make sure you actually loosen your hose clamp, so that way when you're trying to put it on like this, you just kind of twist and put it on there. It fits and goes on nice and easy. Now all you have to do is just get your hose clamp, put it like right there where the metal piece is, and then just tighten it, and then you should be good to go. Now your car should be making an extra 5 wheel horsepower from installing your velocity stacks. Alright, so this video is actually not over. I just want to tell you a few things that is going to help you make the most power out of your intake. So the first one being is this. I have a Dula Design air guide on my car. I don't know if you can really see this. I'm gonna show you guys. So as you can see, I have a Dula Design air guide right here. It's metal. You can't really see it. It's pretty much sleeper status. Unless you're really looking for it, you're not really gonna see it. But anyways, this air guide helps improve your horsepower by up to 7 wheel horsepower. That's because stock bumpers like that don't channel air good enough and don't disperse it into your intakes as well as the Dula Design air guide does. This air guide only costs around $100 and will help improve horsepower for up to 7 wheel horsepower. The next thing I want to talk about is heat getting into your intake. So the Z's engine bay is really small, it's really cramped, and you know your oil temps get to 220 all the dang time, just cruising. I'm in Florida, they're always around 220, and it's annoying. But a way to help prevent your engine temperatures getting to 220 and sucking in hot air is by using some heat tape. So this tape will help prevent heat from going onto your intakes, in which the air is, you know, heating up since the intakes are getting hot, since the engine bay is right there and it's heating up the intake. So with this tape, it's gonna help prevent hot air from going in. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to wrap your intakes to make them look nice and not ugly. I know a lot of people, they don't really have too much experience with wrapping, and I just want to show you guys some tactics and stuff. To make this very simple, you pretty much just want to like loop it around like a ring, and because I've already put one ring around it, I'm going to be cutting out strips from this tape the length that I just did the first one. So put it down to here, and then I'm just going to cut strips about this length and then wrap it around the intake. So just keep cutting strips like this. I mean, depending on like if you have any bends or anything, the length of the strip might be longer than the next one. Okay, so now that I have at least like 5 of these strips done, I'm going to go ahead and try to wrap the second piece around the intake. So what I did is I started on the underside where you're not gonna see it, so that way you don't see like tape sitting there trying to, just so it looks pretty, you know, just so it looks nice. So I'm gonna put maybe like a 1/16 of an inch overlapping the other piece of tape. An easy way to apply this heat tape is with a squeegee. If you don't have a squeegee, then you can go ahead and use your thumb like I was doing before. But anyways, you're gonna try and like hold this tape up and kind of just, if you've ever like, just kind of like press it on there and push the air the direction in which you are wrapping it. Alright guys, so I finally finished the driver's side intake. It took a while because this is all 1 inch, and I was just trying my best because I have OCD and everything. So the first 5 pieces of tape that I used are very wrinkly. You can tell I was having issues with the bend, but I got some advice from Mike Upton. He told me to just make some relief cuts, which I didn't really think about it. I mean, I've done it before when I was wrapping cars before. I did like a small little internship before. Anyway, so I did some relief cuts on this first one right here, and it kind of helped out prevent any wrinkles and stuff. So I'm pretty much done with the driver's side intake. So now I'm gonna go ahead and work on the passenger side intake. So for the relief cuts, what I mean by that is you're pretty much going to be cutting like every 1/2 inch on this tape, and you're gonna cut it like maybe like 1/16 or something like that, like very, very small slits across the tape. And you're gonna kind of like make sure you're very careful when you go ahead and take this tape off. You don't want to rip the tape apart, so just do that. I already cleaned this, so everything should be good. Going to just start it right here. Actually, I'm gonna see if it'll be fine along this seam. If not, then so we got the relief cuts for. Okay. Now just wrap it around. Yeah, these relief cuts really made a huge difference. Finally finished both of the intakes. All I have to do left is to install them, but in order for me to get the least amount of creases, if you can see these little black dots, those lines, I put slits there. So as you can see, it was like every 1/2 inch was a relief cut, and that made it so that there would be not that many creases every time I wrapped the tape around the intake. On this one, this is the driver's side. As you can see, all those like crinkles and stuff right there. On the intake, that's because I didn't put any relief cuts or anything on there. But on this one, because I put a bunch of relief cuts, there is not as many wrinkles and it looks a lot smoother than the driver's side. All right guys, so in this video, I pretty much showed you how to install your velocity stacks on Z1 intakes. I also showed you guys how to put reflective heat tape on your car without putting any wrinkles. I mean, I didn't really show you guys that much in depth, but I just wanted to show the process of what I did pretty much. I showed a little diagram of the tape and where I cut it. I didn't really actually cut it or wrap it really that much in front of you guys, but it pretty much shows you how to not have wrinkles in your heat tape. I hope that was good enough for you guys anyway. So the main reason why I made this video, so I could teach you guys and tell you how you can make the most power out of your 370Z on whatever intakes that you have. So I hope you guys enjoyed. So thank you guys for watching. Please comment and subscribe, and remember, let's turn our dreams into reality.